So welcome back to Pilates Chakras Tarot, a place where you nurture your body, heal the spirit, and feel the energy. So we are doing the birth number readings for January 2021, and this is the birth number reading for those of you born with the number 8, all right? So if you were born on the 8th, the 17th, or the 26th of any month, this is the reading for you. The number 8 is ruled by the planet Saturn. So the Saturn being your planet of ruling makes your most important day a Saturday. So if the birth number 8, 17, or 26 appears on a Saturday, marks it as more fortunate for you, all right? And all three of these numbers, 8, 17, and 26, apply to those who are with the birth number 8, all right? So secondarily, Sunday and Monday as well is other days of the week that you can plan accordingly, all right? And that has a lot to do with you guys mirroring the number 4, or because it's the divide, all right? 4 and 4 equals 8. So, and the days of the week for number 4 would be Sunday and Monday, okay? So here we go. Spirit, please give us a message for those individuals that are born with the number 8, 17, or 26. Also want to point out that people that have the birth number 8 are very deep, very intense individuals, often misunderstood, but divine justice will deliver the rewards for those of you with the number 8. All right, Spirit, again, please give us a message for those individuals with the number 8 as their birth number. I think there's a card in here that's flipped over. Yeah, I'm going to turn it over. All right, if it comes out, it will be your card. One of your cards anyway. So we're going to pick 3 cards from the numerology deck, and then we're going to use the psychic tarot of the heart deck. Okay. So here we go, Spirit. Thank you for the message for those who are born birth number 8. All right. Thank you for allowing me to impart the message. And so it is. Okay. So I got a couple here. We got surrender. I'm not going to take all of those. We got communication. All right. Let me make sure these are not turned upside down. I'm gonna go back to one more shuffle on that. Okay, and then cut the deck. All right, see what we get on top. All right, relationship change. Okay, so the 3 cards that came out for you guys in numerology is surrender. Okay, so it's time to surrender for those with birth number 8. What are you surrendering to? That's the question. All right, what do you need to surrender? And I'm happen to be doing this reading on New Year's Eve, so it's a great time to get rid of things in your life that doesn't serve you. All right, surrender those things. All right, also on the table is relationship change. So there's possibility that there's time to surrender in a relationship, and try to do it amicably is what I'm getting. All right, there's no reason for animosity, resentment. It's about moving on. If it's a relationship does not serve, your highest good and their highest good, it's time to make that change. All right. And any of those vices that needs to be surrendered, you need to let go of them. All right. And now is the time. This is the most appropriate time. Burn them. Burn them in your heart, your mind, your soul. Or you can physically write them down on a piece of paper and literally burn those things, all right, if need be, to release them and let them go. And it's all about communication, too. Something came up as I was reading Surrender about, letting go amicably, all right? No animosity, no resentment, all right? Communicate that, all right? Be the person. You take the high road, all right? But taking the high road means effective communication, All right, using your throat chakra. Although this card is yellow, yellow represents the solar plexus. So be strong. Be strong in your delivery and communicate exactly what needs to be said. There's no reason to pussyfoot us, Well, you know how. I'm not going to tell you how to deliver the message, because it's clear that you need to do it in a very humbling way, in a kind way, a kind manner. Also getting the throat chakra, because the throat chakra is your vocal box. Choose your tone. Your inflection in your voice. Choose it wisely. So it's a message that it will be received when it's delivered in this way. All right, I'm gonna move this back a little bit so you guys can see the cards. All right, so surrender and communication. You get my drift on the communication. The power of communications. Communicating non-violently, letting the person know how you feel, and also being an effective listener at the same time, because maybe there's something you need to listen to, you need to hear finally. All right, and listening is a part of the communication. So be a good listener and be an effective speaker. All right, and getting rid of those things that need to surrender, letting go of a relationship, or changing a relationship, or just taking a relationship in a different direction, because the relationship is not about letting go. Maybe there's just change that needs to be done. Maybe you guys need to spice it up a little bit so you can initiate that change. All right, the change that needs to happen in your relationship. All right, I was getting, to release it and let it go. It seems like it may be kind of a toxic relationship. Somebody is alienating themselves in the relationship, and who wants to feel abandoned or alienated or betrayed? If you're getting any of those negative connotations, it's time for change. To step away, to step out of this relationship. Maybe it's temporary, but maybe it's permanent at the same time. So you decide, you know what needs to be done. All right, let's build on this story with the psychic heart of psychic tarot for the heart deck. All right, building on that message. Okay. All right, Spirit, let's build on this message for our number 8. Those that are born on the 8th, the 17th, and the 26th of any month. All right, what is it that they need to release and let go of? What is it they need to communicate? What is happening in the relationship that needs change, adjusting? It is. Let's see what's going to come out. Maybe I need to cut the deck. And some of these are turning upside down. Of course, in this deck, I will not read any reversals. It's not that kind of tarot deck. It's not the traditional tarot. So the message is the message when it comes out. All right? And from an upright perspective, all about encouragement. All right, and we don't need number 8s being fatalistic in their relationships and their partnerships. So we want to give them a message that helps them make the decision on surrendering, releasing, letting go, and communicating that. All right, so we take the first card out. Healing begins. Right, so it's kind of, we can go in this order: surrender, communicate, and the things that you decide to surrender, communicate those things in your relationships to make that change, and healing begins. Healing begins at that point. All right, so we need to look at that. I'm not going to belabor that point. It's strictly coming out as it is. Healing begins once we make those changes. Once we surrender, communicate, and make change, the healing begins for you guys. All right. I was supposed to take that card off the top, wasn't I? Okay, let me just cut it again. Maybe it'll come right on back. Helpless and hopelessness. All right? Helpless and hopelessness. I think I'm going to go to the deck for that, to the book for that, because that's like the 8 of Swords. That's like the 8 of Swords in this deck, all right? You feel like you can't move. There's no hope for you. You feel helpless. Well, this person standing here looking out at the horizon, he's not bound. She's not bound to anything. All right? So you're not bound. You're facing the light. You're ready. You're ready. You're illuminated. You're ready to be enlightened in this situation. You're ready to move on to higher ground. All right, so release yourself from that mental bondage, and the blue represents the sword, so the mental space, that logic, let go of that. Release those thoughts. Those are illusions. All right, but I did say I was going to go to the deck, so let me just build on it a little bit for you guys to see if there's anything I'm missing, but that's what Spirit told me. That's exactly what I'm getting from that. Okay, helpless and hopelessness. Okay, feeling restricted, obstacles, feeling powerless, action. While the title of this card may sound bleak, don't let it scare you. This card arrives as a wake-up call to adjust with your thinking about a situation or relationship. Couldn't be any clearer. It's already been revealed in the numerology. You need to surrender that relationship. You need to communicate as you surrender and make the change. Make that a change. This is a wake-up call to adjust your thinking about the situation or relationship. You may feel that obstacles have been placed in your way, preventing you from achieving your dreams around love. You may think that your situation is beyond hope and that you are powerless to improve. Nothing could be further from the truth. All that is required is willingness to take action. And action is our chakra focus for the week. The first week in January, we're focused at the root chakra. So perhaps you need to take action. As you can see, the woman here, she's balanced. She's standing on her feet. She's not losing her balance at all. She knows where she is in space. So, and so in this card, you're standing on your square. All right. So know that any thoughts that come in your mind are illusions. Don't doubt it at all. You're not hopeless and helpless. You're not powerless. All right. So assess your current state of affairs and decide what needs to change. What do you need to surrender? Then take decisive steps to make those changes and move yourself into a position of empowerment. By taking action, you take charge of your situation. Feel the power. Feel the power. Recognize that you do have the ability to create the relationships of your dreams. Nothing can hold you back unless you let it. Take charge, step into your power, and watch your relationship flourish. So relationships are coming to your way as well. So once you make that change, healing begins, and then relationships can come in. A new relationship can come in. But we have to, in the center of your reading here is the help and hopelessness. And that's just because that's in your mind and your thought. That it's not going to, if you let go of this person, then, you're going to feel that helpless and hopelessness. And that's a form of codependency. So you need to surrender that codependency. You are not your relationship. You are an individual. Okay? So if you continue to feel hopeless and helpless, this can be fatalistic to the relationship without you having to make any changes and choices. It's going to be a tower moment for you. Okay? So do adhere to that. Take heed. All right? In that card, that's the only one. Let's do one more. Crown chakra. All right? Know that spirit is there to assist. The spirit guides. The spirit guides. All right? Meditation is needed. All right? When this card comes up, it's all about connecting with spirit. It's all about, because your answers are in your communion with spirit. Okay? And you can focus on your crown chakra, but if you need to take care of the root first, all right, to feel like this person or this image here empowered in her own right, all right, standing on her square before you get to the crown chakra. We can't bypass all the other chakras before we get to the crown, but right now it's just telling me that you need to go to your spirit guides, go to your God source to help you in making these changes and adjusting where needs to be adjusted. And that is your reading number 8. And so it is. So I wish you all the best for the month of January 2021. And please do come back for your February reading, beforehand. All right. So they should be up towards the end of January as well. If you need a personal reading, please feel free to email me or drop me a comment below and I can send you that information. But you should be able to get to me through the information that's in the description box below. All right. So happy New Year. All right. And peace.